Hey, and welcome to the lesson on the polygon angle sum theorems. Our essential question and objectives for this lesson: what are special properties of angles within a polygon? So we're going to review what a polygon is, and we're going to discuss properties of angles within a polygon. Our standards: use congruence and similarity criteria for triangles to solve problems and to prove relationships in geometric figures. So our first polygon angle sum theorem is the polygon interior angles sum theorem. And it states that the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a convex polygon with n sides is n minus 2 times 180. So if there's n sides, that means there's n angles as well. So for example, a polygon has 8 sides. So, an octagon has 8 sides. An octagon is a polygon. So we would write 8 minus 2 times 180. And I would get 6 times 180. And that would equal a total of 1,080 degrees. That would be the total sum. Now, if I wanted just one of the angles of an octagon, I would go through the same process, except for now I would have n minus 2, so that's the total sum of all the angles. Since all the angles are congruent or equal, I would have to divide it by the number of angles. For any polygon, the number of angles, interior angles that is congruent to or equal to the number of total sides. So I would have to divide that number by n. Since we just found that the total sum of the interior angles is 1080, I would divide that by 8 because it's an octagon. There's 8 interior angles. And so each interior angle of an octagon is 135 degrees. So here's that example just written out for you a little better. So find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of an octagon. An octagon has 8 sides, so n equals 8. Substitute 8 for n in the formula. The sum of the measures of the interior angles of an octagon equals 8 minus 2, all times 180. If I simplify that out, I get 1080 is the measure of the interior angles, is the sum of the measures of the interior angles of an octagon. If a polygon, so the second polygon angle sum theorem is the exterior angles. If a polygon is convex, the sum of the measures of the exterior angles, one at each vertex, is 360 degrees. Because it is actually the sum, so since each interior and exterior angle pair is a linear pair, meaning they add up to 180 degrees, the sum of the measures of the exterior angles is the difference between the sum of the measures of the linear, and the sum of measures of the interior angles. So we get n equals, which is the sum of the exterior angles, equals 180 times n minus the sum of the interior angles, which is 180 times n minus 2, which we just talked about. And when you distribute the 180, you actually get 180n minus 180n, which actually equals 0. So you're left with just 360 degrees. So for any polygon, no matter how many sides there are, the sum of the exterior angles will always be 360 degrees. And when we talk about exterior angles, this is what we mean. They're each one of these angles right here. Remember, it's only one. So this is what an exterior angle looks like. It's the angle that is a linear pair with the interior angle. And for this pentagon, the measure of angle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, all 5 exterior angles is going to equal 360 degrees. So here's an example of a problem you might see. What is the sum of the interior angle measures of a heptagon? Heptagon has 7 sides. So if we use our formula, n minus 2 times 180, I'm going to substitute 7 in for the number of sides, n. So I'm going to end up with 5 times 180, which actually equals 900. Therefore, that is the total sum of the interior angle measures of a heptagon. Don't forget, 900 degrees. And here is a view at your homework assignment. So you're going to review some context about convex polygons and what it means to be convex. Remember, convex means that there's no indentations. Then you're going to review the vocabulary of a regular polygon, what exactly that means. You can use that vocabulary just to identify some stuff, just to make sure you guys know and really understand that vocabulary. Then you're going to use the theorems that we talked about in this lesson to answer some questions about certain polygons. And you're going to use ultimately those to find angle sums for different polygons. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on BBIM, email, text message, phone call. You can meet me in the Math Cafe on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 11 a.m. Or if that doesn't fit your schedule, you can go to the Math Cafe from 9 to 3 every day. There's a math teacher in there willing to help you with your math assignments. And definitely meet me in live class where we can discuss this a little further. And so we'll see you later.